Hi, what a day. So today was Hurricane Florence lesson day, and we had a guest speaker, Mr. Stephen Fabian, who's a coastal geologist that evacuated from Wilmington, North Carolina, come and visit our classes today. 5th block and 7th block were able to hear him speak, and we were able to do a lot of thinking about hurricanes and weather prediction technology. Like, what is the technology that's helping us be more prepared so that we're not just getting blindsided by huge storms like hurricanes or blizzards and things like that. Let's take a look at the objective and agenda for today. Today is Tuesday, September 12th, 2018. It's an A day. Our objective was I can analyze the impact of satellite technology on weather prediction and the tracking of severe storms, including hurricanes, and evaluate the cost and benefits of this technology in terms of lives and property saved. I can predict the impact on storm preparedness if there were no weather satellites. So today in class, you spent the first half of class sort of thinking about your own experiences with hurricanes, and then doing some research on background information on hurricanes, things like what sort of technology we have to track hurricanes, what people might be doing to prepare for hurricanes, and what people did even before we had any of that technology. Then the second half of the class, we had like a joint combined classes with Mr. Fabian's class, and his brother, Mr. Stephen Fabian, came in and gave us a talk. He's a coastal geologist, and so he was able to tell us why he was evacuating and a lot of the science behind tracking the Hurricane Florence. Towards the end of class, hopefully you had enough time to finish up your exit ticket and to submit that whole worksheet. It wasn't a separate exit ticket. It was within the Hurricane Florence worksheet, and so you should have submitted that before you left class today. So you might remember that this was a bit of like a detour for us, because before today we were working on the scientific method project, and the scientific method project was the project where you had a lot of choice for how you were learning. Some of you were watching videos, some of you were reading books, some of you were reading websites or looking at simulations, and then each of you was choosing a different way to show your learning of the 5 different objectives. Like I'm checking the board over here, like density, finding correct, valid, verifiable data. We also talked about observation and inference, everyday theory versus what is a scientific theory, and what's the difference between a hypothesis, a theory, and a scientific law. We're not done with that. We just hit the pause button on that because this hurricane is approaching, and because we had the ability to bring that guest speaker in. So you will be continuing to work on the scientific method project on Friday, and then you'll get an additional 2 days on the due date. So originally that project was due on Tuesday, September 18th. Now it's going to be due on Thursday, September 20th at 11:59 into Google Classroom. You might be interested in some of the websites that Mr. Stephen Fabian shared with us today, and I actually included those in this post, in this afternoon post, but let me show you a picture of them. So this is the Google Doc that I'm sharing with you in this post, and these are the websites that he was using when he was showing us about Hurricane Florence coming through. A lot of you, especially in 7th block, were interested in the surf checks. That's looking at the actual live footage of the beach and what it looks like right now. But you can go ahead through and look at all these different websites if you're interested. The last one is really cool too. That's the one that had all the different predictions of like wave height, wind speed, air pressure, any variable that you are interested in at all. They have that, and they have it futurecast for you, so you can track the storm. All right, I was really happy to work with you all today. I was really happy with the way that you were using the technology in class, like how you had your computers out, but you were still respectfully listening to the speaker, and how you were typing in your answers as you go. So good job on that, and I will see you on Friday. Have a good Wednesday.